Okay, I'm back again with a quick review for YouTube and my blog on technobuffalo.com on the Vector Rechargeable Power Center. What this is an emergency backup power device that provides both AC and DC power, has a flashlight on it, and also has a tri-band radio with NOAA weather radio. The reason I picked this up was because, I needed another little power pack to add to my collection of power packs. So that I have sufficient backup power in the event of a power outage that may allow me to avoid using my generator altogether if it's just an overnight blackout, because with all the power packs I have now, I have more than enough power to supply AC power overnight. Or it can allow me to reduce the use of my generator. Maybe I can run my generator for 4 hours or 6 hours less than I would have to. If I don't have to run the fridge all day, just to watch TV, I can use a power pack instead of running my gas generator. And by how power outages happen in my area, usually the gas stations are knocked out too, and they don't have any type of battery backup or any type of a generator. So they're usually closed when a blackout happens, which I don't like. My generator's always full, and I always keep some extra gas in the garage, but I want to make sure that I have at least enough gas to go a couple of days with my generator. So that's one reason I got this power supply and the couple other ones that I have also. So it's a pretty nice device. You can see it kind of looks like a generator. It has a nice little design to it with the anodized aluminum handles all over the place. And those are real. These are real structural sort of heavy duty bars that go all along the bottom, the handle, everything. And these are here to sort of raise the unit off the ground and also to protect it from hits and dings and everything like that, especially if you're going to be using this when you're camping or fishing or something. You have this in the back of the truck or the back of the SUV, going over potholes or taking a sharp turn. It won't get damaged. So it has some pretty nice features. The main feature of this unit is the 19 amp hour AGM rechargeable battery. That's a pretty huge battery for a device like this. Usually all-in-ones that feature the same features as this have up to 17 amp hours. They actually cost more, but this device has fitted a 19 amp hour battery at the cost of not having jumper cables and an air compressor, which I really didn't need because I already have 2 or 3 jump starters laying around that I can use. So this is much better. I get the bigger battery, and the unneeded or unwanted items can just stay off of it as far as I'm concerned. So going through some of the main features up front, we have a single USB port, charging items like your cell phone, your iPod, everything like that. Works pretty good. It's switchable, so it's not wasting power. Sealed up with a rubber gasket. We have a power indicator right here to indicate battery status. We have a tri-LED area light. It's pretty bright and powerful. I've had this device for 2 weeks and I've been able to fully test everything. That light definitely is bright enough to see in the dark. We have a single 12-volt outlet for charging cell phones, running a DC fan, and I can run a DC fan for well over 24 hours on this thing. My devices with half the battery capacity of this can run a DC fan for 13, 14 hours. So this thing, it's just a monster for running that fan. Main feature is this AC power port over here. We have 2 of them, 2 grounded AC outlets, and they are connected to a 400 watt internal inverter. It's pretty powerful. Modified sine wave, so no, you don't plug in your rechargeable razor or your night light, or else it will mess that up. But pretty much a laptop, computers, TVs, just about everything else that's under 400 watts in your house will run off of this fine. It does have a constantly running fan. It's not too loud when you get away from the unit. I actually like the fact that it has a constantly running fan because it ensures that the components of this device will last longer since they're running cooler. Nice little features is just this little plastic door, which I've already managed to scratch. I think I had a spare hard drive sitting next to this thing. I lifted it up and it scratched the door, but not that big of an issue. One other feature before I get to the radio that's pretty darn nice about this is that it has a removable flashlight. And it's not just a normal removable flashlight that you put batteries in. This is a hand crank flashlight. And that's pretty nice because if the unit's discharged or you forget to charge the unit, you still have some source of light. And this thing is pretty darn bright, especially when it's dark. And again, you can recharge it just by hand cranking it. This fits right here in its own little cubby. So now we get to one of my favorite features. This is the tri-band radio, AM, FM, weather band, which also functions as a dual alarm clock. You can set up alarms on it, 1 or 2 if you want, and it actually works pretty darn well. I wake up to this thing sometimes. Has a orange backlit LCD screen. Provides all the useful information. I'm not able to play the AM FM radio thanks to YouTube's copyright, but I think I can get away with the weather band, so I'll show you how the speaker sounds.
Lower Michigan. It was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 58 at Alpena, 56 at Hood Lake, and 58 at Tri-Cities. It was partly sunny, with a temperature of 57 at Lansing, 52 at Traverse City, and 58 at Kalamazoo. It was cloudy.
And you can see it works pretty well. It's I believe it's a 7-channel. Yeah, it's a 7-channel weather radio, so it has all 7 NOAA weather radio channels. It also has the Amber Alert built in, so if a child gets kidnapped in your area, the radio can automatically turn on. If you have the alert button set up, you just press this button right here when the radio's off. And it's set up to alert you when there's severe weather or when there's an Amber Alert or a natural disaster in your neighborhood. And this radio will always work. You can leave it plugged in, and it has its own built-in battery, so when the power goes out, even if you don't have a UPS, you will be able to get your useful information in your area. So that's pretty much it on the features of the device. It's a pretty nice device. I'll definitely be using it outdoors this summer and in the event of an emergency. A couple of nice features on the back I like. Just showed you the telescoping antenna, pretty powerful, pretty long. Has a built-in charger. You just plug an extension cord into it, and also has a vehicle charger in the back that you can plug in. Here's a speaker for the radio. There's some directions on the back, but that's pretty much it. It's a basic unit that just about anyone can use. Thanks to its big battery, should provide a long backup runtime. So, great device. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.